Hey guys, welcome back to Gameplayx4. We had a lot of news in store for you guys. But before that, how are you guys doing?
What
How's been your
episode is
week?
it?
It's 42, man. Welcome back.
Okay, there you go.
Welcome back.
Remember to say the episode so they can know where we at.
Yeah, we're episode 42. They know. People who have been checking us out every week, they're tuning in. All right. Thanks to our sponsors out there.
Thanks to you. Thanks to Papa John's.
Thanks to Papa John's. Thanks for
Shaq left Papa John's, bro. He went to someone else.
You know who's our main sponsor this week?
Joe Biden.
Fries.
No, Raid Shadow Legend.
Raid Shadow Legend.
Raid Shadow Legend. It's actually Anthem. Anthem is our main sponsor this week, but.
Oh, is that right?
Raid Shadow Legend.
I mean, how you guys been before most? Working.
It's been chill. It's been a chill week. Playing some games.
What games you guys been playing?
Apex.
You guys don't get
Apex
tired
and
of that game?
Digimon.
No, I have been playing Apex from Digimon cards. Well, that game, I think that card game is already down the water already. I've been playing Valheim. That was Sam.
Valheim?
Valheim, yeah.
Valheim?
Valheim. Valheim.
There you go.
And I've been playing the other game, Elder Scrolls Online, just to kill some time.
You play Elder Scrolls?
Yeah.
You're not a casual? Shit, that's what I'm talking about.
Just like all bugs. I remember I had lost the password to my Elder Scrolls Online account, right? I bought that game. No. So I couldn't get into the account, right? But choose the Bethesda's for. All you have to do is find a link to the password recovery page, and they just let you change the password.
Wow.
I was just like, wow. I was like, okay, there you go. So I just got the password.
That security is amazing.
So far, I've been doing amazing things, especially in Valheim. I'm be blasting that shit completely. For like
Yeah.
Is that game fun like that?
Talking about Valheim.
Valheim.
Yeah, is that game fun like that?
It's just recreation game. And it's like Minecraft. You like try to build stuff and everything. But,
Oh, that's it?
I would say probably more.
But the animation looks really good. That's why.
Yeah, I heard someone recreated and built the Tower of Sauron.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is? It's just a prettier Minecraft? Can you like battle and stuff like that?
You can battle, yeah. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. You could go to island to build it. But you have to build boats, you have to upgrade the benches, you have to upgrade everything. You have to build a house.
Oh, so it's like a real life thing.
Yeah, and then at midnight, day 8. It's like 7 Days to Die. They have these midnight games that there's a horde that is coming to your house and you have to defend it. But it's just randomly. Yeah, it appears like from 7 p.m. to 12.
Interesting.
No? Check cows again.
Sounds like Russ. But speaking of, since
Yeah.
we're on the topic, so I guess we'll start with that one, right?
Actually, there's one thing I say is not in the slide. I don't know how crazy it's gonna be, but you know how Microsoft bought Bethesda?
Yeah.
Right.
So Bethesda promised, this is the first piece of news, Bethesda promised they had a season pass, right? And that it was going to allow you to have all the access to all the DLC that Bethesda created, right?
Oh wait, season pass for what? What game?
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4?
Mhm.
And so dumbass Bethesda came out and they said that the Content Creation Club, right, were all DLC that was made by them in the community, right? So because they said it involved them, all right, they ended up sending it's not you don't have access on the consoles to that content, right? And so people are launching a class action lawsuit against Bethesda for that reason, that they don't have access to all DLC. Okay. And if it works, if they seek, certain injunctions, etc., they can end up blocking the acquisition of Bethesda by Microsoft. And if it works,
Wait, how can you block the acquisition when they already put the money down?
Well, because the thing is that they put the money down, but when you do stuff like that, Microsoft is essentially taking on all the obligations of Bethesda. Like
Right.
it doesn't just get erased, right? And so if they see that they want to get paid first, then all the money that Bethesda got, right, would have to go through them first. And at that point, Microsoft might be like, "Nah, we're cool. F this place."
So
Really?
It can be, yeah, because the thing is that the rule the when you buy something like that, you have to list out all the obligations you have.
Right.
And so when you sue someone, that's a new if they lose, right? That's a new obligation, which means a contract change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it could lead down the line.
So what does that? Because it's not just the acquisition wasn't just Bethesda. It was that whole
it was ZeniMax.
company, right? ZeniMax, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would that entitle ZeniMax in totality, or just Bethesda the studio?
Yeah, because whatever happens with Bethesda happens to ZeniMax. Because remember, they ZeniMax owns Bethesda, which means they're just as responsible for all the obligations.
Right.
And so the only other way is that ZeniMax have just drop Bethesda, but at that point,
Damn.
Microsoft wouldn't be like, "Oh yeah, let's buy ZeniMax." Like, F this one.
Yeah, they just buy Bethesda.
Wow, that's crazy. That's a ball.
So that's just an interesting piece of news.
So just Bethesda being Bethesda.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Bethesda not keeping them out shut.
Bueno. We all knew Bethesda's trash though anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
Fried electronics.
They're delicious. Fries are delicious.
Fried electronics. You mean?
Sometimes you should eat them.
Fries are
They're
amazing.
not really good for you.
You ever have fries with a shake? Oh man. You dip the fry in the shake?
That ain't good.
You ever dip the fry in the shake, Andres?
Nah.
Nah? Then you be the type to do some shit like that.
Bro, we went to Johnny Rockets.
Right.
But yeah, so fries finally over. Wednesday they announced that they're closing down for good.
Yep.
Everyone who has computers there, they asked to get in contact with them so you can pick up your stuff for repair.
So
yeah, so this
it's
comes
like
after
Toys
a
R
long.
Us. It's going for good. It's like Toys R Us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
not like Toys R Us, because Toys R Us still has like one or two. But
Yeah, but this one,
this is gonna have none. And the thing is that everyone knew it was coming, right?
Yeah. COVID-19 fucked them up too.
Like they started being really stupid, and then they just lost out of business. I mean, you walk into a Fry's, there's nothing to buy.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, and then they also stretched themselves out like them. Like, instead of Fry's, really, like, when I think about Fry's, I don't think about like buying a TV from there and buying like snacks and food and
Yeah,
like that. Like, right, you think about like computer parts. You think about parts that you need for like your TV or like cables and stuff like that. You don't really go out there buying like whole stocks of.
I mean,
like,
it does say Fry's Electronics, so like
right.
TVs and
No, but that's what I'm saying is that, but you don't typically see someone walk out with a TV from there, right? You typically see a whole lot of more people on the computer side getting towers and parts and stuff like that.
I think that's the problem. I think that was the mistake they made. Was that they kind of did too much. Like, it seemed like they were trying to become more like a Walmart for some reason.
Electronics.
Yeah, and then they started adding all this other stuff like food and snacks and all that.
The snacks I understand, because buy TV, snacks, you buy computer, snacks. They go hand in hand.
Have fries.
I mean, they have it in the front. You know what I mean? It has work.
But they have but the thing is, they have a whole section dedicated.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I think they also made a mistake. Was they really screwed their vendors for some reason, thinking that they were gonna not do anything about it. Like, it was 2017, 16. They just said, "Hey, man, we're just not gonna pay you." That was it. You can't do that. Obviously, so they got sued. Lost.
It sucks though when you walk into Fry's, you're like, damn, this place is chill. Like, it's dope.
Yeah.
It had a personality.
Yeah.
Well, and
like,
it's the only place that, like, let's say, because Circuit City doesn't, doesn't exist anymore,
Circuit
and you
City
can't
really
just.
bought that old ass store up.
But you can't go to Best Buy and like find something that's dedicated, right? Like I can't be like, oh, I really need a converted cable from a DCPI to an HDMI, right? Like I can't go and get a graphics card that's dedicated to maybe just my tower alone. I can't just go and get a certain screw because Best Buy doesn't have it, or Target, or any of those other stores, right? It was Fry's that you were able to get just like
yeah.
those small pieces that you really needed, and you're out on your way, right?
And this
Yeah, ironically, just like Circuit City, what another financial collapse, another electronics.
Right.
hey man, it's still Micro Center.
Yeah, I mean, but those are like they only have like
Yeah.
what, one store and like
Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Ever so often, yeah.
First one was Radio Shack, and then I was
I mean,
Fry's.
it's gonna be good for Micro Center. I mean, but I think that's the thing Micro Center does well is that they have really large stores, but they're like few and far between. Whereas their Fries have big ass stores too, but like they're like all over the place. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Right.
Instead of like focusing on only one thing.
So you
Yeah.
guys
I
think
don't
they should have
understand why
gone?
they were what?
You guys think they should have gone the IKEA route, which have two big stores across the cities?
yeah, I think they should have toned back on the store and they should have kept their focus as well. Like,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
understand where it would be hard because you see right now you see the chip shortage.
Right.
Where it's like it's hard to get parts and all that. It's hard to get like CPUs and GPUs. Well, not CPUs, but it's hard to get like Ryzen CPUs. It's hard to get
Right.
GPUs,
Graphics cards and stuff.
like all this stuff. So it's like it would be hard for them to keep in stock with them having these constant issues because this happened in 2017 too, right? Where like
Right.
the price of RAM was like ridiculous,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's like I can understand like why it would be annoying, why it would be hard to keep computers, but at the same time, they should have kept that focus on computer hardware, which is what they started as. Because you see this happen all the time, right? A store, they look at Walmart, they look at Target, and he's like, "Hey, man," or Amazon, and it's like, "Hey, let's try to do that." And it's just like, look, if you just kept the focus, yeah, you wouldn't be as big as those stores, but you would have still been in.
Yeah, because when you walked in Fry's, you could buy Hot Wheels,
Oh.
toys,
Yeah.
Pops.
Uh,
Like, why would I want to go buy Funko Pops out of Fry's?
Right. I mean, it's not, and it's not only that. It's like just like random shit. Like they have like sections for just random shit that you're like, why do I need to buy a puzzle from here? Like,
Yeah.
shit like that. They have like
Yeah.
stupid things that you don't really need. Like, I get it. Maybe you like them. They should have had like maybe a game section for your for PC games and stuff like that. Accessories for your PC or for your electronics, and and just everything dedicated to PC. And then that would have been it, and they would have been fine. But the thing is, they stretched themselves so fucking thin. I mean, when we went to the one and going to the City of Industry, it was as big as a fucking Home Depot. And like they had like a huge space in the middle with nothing in it.
Yeah.
It's just like what? Like it made no sense. It's just you just make a smaller allocation and just have it dedicated to a certain thing.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is that they just didn't keep the focus. So now it's just gonna go away. But we also heard things that like they were trying to sell a lot of cheap like Chinese goods. People think they try to do like
Yeah.
a quick flip of this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But once the pandemic hit, they kind of ran out because we weren't getting shipments from China like that anymore.
You
So they
think
kind of just ran out. And then on top of that, you heard stories that the original owner or creator of the stores finally stepped down, left his kids in charge, and they just ran it into the ground.
damn, that sucks.
You hear all kinds of stuff. Like we won't really know until Fry says it itself if they choose to say it.
Mhm.
Or we see like a little YouTube documentary about it next year.
Yeah.
So
You think like in a couple of years, GameStop's gonna follow too?
GameStop?
GameStop.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Not.
With the
now,
crazy
like-
thing of the stocks and
I don't. Well, the thing is, not anytime soon. I don't.
No, but like something like
GameStop, the store
here
is trash, but their online presence has gotten a lot better.
yeah, I've seen
Like,
it.
yeah, I've noticed that. Like they online is like I'm just like, damn, who made this site? They didn't pay for this.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
Technically, the Toys R Us is, online is still up there. Too.
I think most companies have to go the IKEA route, in order for them to save themselves from bankruptcy. Because
Why?
if they do that, they will only concentrate to have one big store in a specific area across the city. Like you said, like GameStop had most of their sales are being done online. Like any other store who has already jumped to online marketing and whatnot. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's what really kills a lot of businesses is that you have to have online presence these days.
Yeah,
Because to be honest, like
all of that, yeah.
not like that, but if you take a look at like this whole time of people living in like Los Angeles, it's coming to an end, right? Like you see people like as soon as they're able to work off proximity, right? Like without being like near the job, they just straight up leave. They're like,
Yeah, they go where it's cheaper.
Yeah,
They work
exactly.
from home.
And so I was like, if you don't have an online presence, you just lost a customer. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's not worth
Yeah,
it.
like-
And then on top of that, like you would take a look at when we order trading cards, right? It's like we go to TCG Player, we order some trading cards. We get like trading cards from like 14 different stores across the United States.
Yeah.
It's like if
Yeah.
you
I
don't
think
have
that's what
one,
happens if
ain't
you
gonna be
go
one
to
of
your
those.
local store. They like to overprice.
You know,
Yeah.
this is what a lot of people who are like trying to buy like apartment buildings and stuff whatnot. They're doing across the state.
Yeah.
They're already like some people live here in LA and they're buying apartment buildings in fucking Alabama, Georgia, and they just like hire someone to restore them and they just manage them from here.
Yeah,
And that's what they
pretty
do. And then if they don't want to live in California because of the high taxes, state taxes, they leave Cali and they just do the same thing.
Yeah.
But the good thing about Cali is that Cali is like they catch them doing that because they didn't want to pay state taxes. Oh no, you gotta still pay taxes. I don't care where you live. So they screw them that way, but whatever. Anyways, maybe there's a savior for all of this, right? And that savior might be Joe Biden.
No.
Yeah, Joe Biden.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Joe Biden said he's going to investigate the PS5, Xbox Series, and companies
This is
are.
what our president's priorities are on. I can't game.
No. This is an incredibly narrow version of what he's doing. Okay, like he's investigating the chip shortage.
Yeah.
And those chips happen to go on PlayStation, Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
no, it's not just the PlayStation.
it's not doing it for that. Bro.
Your boy, yo, Biden was like, "Damn, I can't find a PS5. I want to play that Miles Morales, yo.
He's like-
Investigate.
God damn it!
I need to play that. I need to play that Miles Morales, man. What's
He
up?
just
I got
moved this from like priority top number 100 to number 1, and he moved the Steamies all the way to 100. And I said, like, fuck you guys and your $2,000.
You just hear him calling Japan like, "Look, you want protection from China? I need a PlayStation right now."
Right now. I was like, there's no more PlayStations than you're here in Japan. I said, how are we going to get your PlayStation?
What's going to happen with COVID-19? No, more important the chips.
But I'm glad.
The next thing is Biden's gonna be like, we need to hit the scalpers. They're the ones who I can't play my PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, in the UK, you're trying to make scalping illegal.
It's a scalper.
But can you really make scalping illegal?
Hell yeah, we made it illegal in the United States. Well, only in terms of.
Like, take is that like what? Like how far? Like what's considered scalping? And you buy something and you sell it for more?
Yeah. Well, it's more complicated than that. Like, so the point is that when the company makes something, right, they give it to distributors to distribute, right? So the distributors get their cut. They get the cut when they sell it to the stores to sell. That's usually how far the chain goes.
Yeah.
Scalpers, they just buy it to sell it again. You see what I'm saying?
It's a free market.
But the point is that they're not moving. They're not actually creating value in the chain. Like the company is making it. The distributors are distributing it, and then the stores are also distributing it. Scalpers are just adding value.
Maybe they gave them their money.
It doesn't matter. Is that what I'm saying?
Damn,
Like,
well,
'cause it's like,
I think what Ken is trying to say is that what they're trying to like cut is like those guys that grab like 1,000 PS5s for
Right.
themselves and then resell it. Those are the
for
scalpers
the sole
Right,
purpose of
that we're
reselling
talking
it.
about. Where like the guys that like, hey, I got 1,000 PS5s and now I'm trying to sell them at 1,000 a piece. Those are the types of things that
Because
they're
the thing
trying
is
to
that
get.
when it comes to stores selling it, there are rules, there are deals. When it comes to scalpers, they're just their own thing,
Right, they're in it for
and it
themselves.
actually ends up hurting the company because it's artificial demand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so a lot of the times you see the PlayStation go out, like you saw the PlayStation 5 sell out like crazy. What was the assumption? Everyone's like, oh, the PlayStation sold out. Like it must be a very popular console, but you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really know that. It could be one of the trash ass consoles ever, but because scalpers,
and PS5 is PS5 Sony's suffering from the sales because not as much people have it in their hands, so they're not buying as much games, so
right.
they're not selling
Well,
the
I know
hardware
that,
for it.
but how can you like? What can you do to stop it?
Well, you can make certain things.
Well,
You
they
can
just take
ban
it.
certain things, right? So bots can be one thing that you can tackle.
Oh, definitely. They should definitely hit those bots, man.
Groups that have like a certain allocation of an item, right? Like, oh, I have 100 or 1,000 of the same thing that I just bought that just released, and I'm trying to make a profit from it. Those you can take those down, and then you can ban those.
Like when we in a state of emergency, like I don't know if you guys remember, but when the COVID first started and you had people buying up tissue,
Yeah.
they just took it. The government just took it. They're like, cool story, bro. Like you can't do that. They just took all that shit. The guy was upset. The guy was upset.
And then I remember also
because that's a need. That's something you need. You
No,
don't
but
need electronics.
right, and then also I think Amazon. There was a guy who was selling like all hand sanitizers.
You don't need an Xbox. You don't need a PlayStation. You don't need a Switch.
You just want an Xbox.
You don't need a gaming PC. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You don't need those things. Tissue paper you do need.
The mask too.
So I understand why that's more of a state of emergency. Imagine like, oh my god, we can't get Xbox, state of emergency. You can't do that no more.
But it's not.
I know. I'm just making a joke out of it.
But yeah, no. It's more, I guess, to prevent whether it is electronics or anything else in the future, so that it doesn't keep happening. Because I mean, we're seeing that with a lot of things now, right? We're seeing that with even Pokemon cards. We're just like,
the thing is, we're talking about like comical things right now.
Right.
But the thing is like, well, not comical, but we're talking about like leisurely things right now. But it can easily happen with something that is more serious.
Right.
Yeah.
And like that, and that's what that's what they're trying to prevent. But you can't.
Because I mean, seriousness can be like medication, right? People would just stock up in medication.
Like if it's a need, then yes, it makes sense. If you don't need it, then that makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
like where do you draw the line of scalp?
Yeah, but that's hard. That's
what I'm saying. You can't draw the line because it's like
the
methods that one uses are going to be used by all of them. So if you attack one of them, it's going to automatically impact everything.
Because like if I bought a PlayStation, right, and I'm like, I'll make some money, sold it for 1,000. Am I considered a scalper now?
No, because you're just selling one item. But if you were trying to sell a group of it after a certain release, and then you're trying to sell it at a high margin, and you're known for doing that, now you're considered a scalper. You know what I'm saying? Like if I comics, I grab a couple comics because I know it's gonna go up in value, but I'm not selling thousands. I'm not selling hundreds of this comic, right? I'm maybe selling like maybe 5 or 10 of them. That's not making me a scalper. To just I already see what the market's gonna go. I'm gonna sell a couple of them. But if I'm selling like hundreds of them and I'm taking stocks away from stores, then that's the difference, and that's what's making me a scalper.
We also have to think about the resources that he uses, right? Yeah, because I think that's one of the main things is that who's to say that for the PlayStation 5, for example, had the scalpers not come in, how many more PlayStation Sony would have had to make? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so now Sony needs more components, more of those chips, more of those things for people who might not even really exist. All because
Right.
the scalpers came through and just cleaned out everything. So now they have to go out and they have to ask for more. Because that's essentially what's happening, is that it's not that they can't make the chips, is that there's so many people asking for them that they have a certain allocation. Like, and Apple already bought up a good chunk of that process, right? They agreed to it, then shit started hitting the fan, no one saw it coming. And then the company still has to honor the deal with Apple, right? But now you have the Sony coming over here and says, "Oh, we only expected to sell 12 million, but now we're about to sell 30 million." That's crazy. And
Yeah.
then they make them, and then only to
That's
find
the
out that
demand.
it's not really 30 million; it was actually 15 million,
So
all
now,
because of scalpers.
yeah, but now they have to meet the demand, right?
Exactly, because the thing is, the demand is fake.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, you can't tell how fake it is. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's
I
why I'm
think
saying,
that-
like, where do they identify? Oh,
I think that I'm not gonna
Running.
be
Yeah.
surprised if they pass a lot.
'cause what if I bought 10 with the purpose of flipping it? You know, am I considered?
But see, that's
Yeah,
the thing. But
that's-
that's such a low. That's such a low
Yeah.
Well, no,
percentage.
that's the thing.
You still gotta be
That's-
punished.
That's where you know it's a scalper, because you're not gonna reasonably use 10 PlayStation. There's no
Right,
way you
right.
could. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if you bought 10 PlayStation, there's no way you could use 10 PlayStation.
Yeah, because the difference is like things with high market value, right? That's the difference with things with high market value, and you really going out of your way to try to sell it even for more than
Right.
MSRP, right? So
Yeah, like,
that's the difference.
No one who likes Jordans are gonna go out and buy 200 pairs of Jordans.
But
They're gonna buy
they're right.
a couple pairs, maybe even 3, but
Right.
200, like,
Yeah.
you kind of, right? It's like, okay, well, this guy's clearly doing something wrong.
Right.
Like, yeah, like, he's melting the shoes down or something.
No, I have these Jordan for the rest of my life. These are my favorite.
It's okay.
I need one per
We gotta
day.
keep people like Andres from buying stuff like that. All right.
From
Talking about inviting not be able to say stuff. He's not gonna be able
We need
to
a public
say.
service announcement. We need a moment of silence.
Okay, 1 minute of silence
For what?
for the following news. Inviting is not gonna be able to help Anthem. They're gonna
We need a
go.
moment of silence for Anthem. I think the game that died a minute. I'm sad though. I really wanted this game.
I'm just gonna burn that.
Yeah, it's been like, yeah, think about it. It's almost been like, what, 10 years since they started development of the game?
8 years.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna lie. So this started this way. If
Spend that money on that.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, at least you can still play the game online. They didn't shut the servers down.
Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
don't know what happened this week. BioWare had a review by the higher ups at EA. They wanted to see how Anthem was going, and they said that if the executives don't like it, the game is probably going to get canceled. Well,
Right.
it got canceled. So
Yeah, and
Executive-
executive said that was booty cheeks and no more.
Yeah, they said that. Oh, we're not gonna go. We're gonna depart from here. Okay.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think that the problem was they went. Okay, so this game came out in what, June 2019, right?
Right.
No, it was
No, wait. No, it was earlier.
it was
It
February.
was earlier. Yeah.
Nah, it was early. Because that game came out around the time Apex came.
Yeah, it came in holiday. I remember it was
No, it
like the
wasn't
holiday season.
It wasn't holiday. It got delayed.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Demo was
February
a
or
holiday.
March. One of the two.
Demo was holiday. I remember.
It's one of the two. It's either
Yeah.
February or March of that year.
Yeah, it was February, I
Oh,
believe,
actually, it
because
came out in January.
Oh, even
So
even
it
earlier.
came out in January of 2019.
yeah, because I remember playing the demo and then it came out shortly after the demo.
Yeah, and then it had nothing but controversy for like the first 6 months. And then around August, July, that's when it went back to development and they pulled it. And then from that point on to now, you heard nothing.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely nothing.
They showed the roadmap and they didn't even follow.
So you saw nothing. And so my guess is that the executives are just like, screw it. Like, it's already gone. It's like you can't keep going dark like that.
Yeah.
Where you just for months on end you hear nothing.
And getting paid.
And you know what they said? It's because of COVID-19. They don't want to put stress onto the team. That's an
Sure.
excuse.
COVID-19 has only been out for a year.
Excuses, dog.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They should
Well,
have.
affecting the
Affecting, yeah.
They should have had something like February of 2020, like before COVID was a thing like that. They
Yeah.
had nothing. They had like 8 months development at that point, and they had nothing.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I
It must
think
have been of a game that they already finished. Technically, it wasn't broken. All they had to do was just add shit to it.
Well, not it wasn't really because they really had to overhaul a lot of it.
yeah, they were gonna overhaul the whole thing.
I mean, I
Yeah.
know it wasn't a finished game, but it was playable. You know what I mean? All they
Yeah,
had to
I
do
mean,
It was, but at certain instances it wasn't.
because I know it
I
was
know.
complete. I'm not saying it's complete, but
playable on a
Yeah,
computer,
no.
not playable to humans. But yeah,
It's
so
okay.
it was. They just played dark for like a year and a half, year and like 10 months.
like
Nothing,
Prime
nothing.
4.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just hear nothing. And, like the executives probably just like, okay, look, we gotta check this game out. Saw it and like, yo, this
I'm
is
gonna
like
tell
that.
you right now, Prime 4 is getting canceled, man. That's
Oh yeah, look, I'll tell you right now. In a couple of months, you're gonna hear news articles about what happened to Anthem, and I guarantee you, the remake that the overhaul they were doing, I guarantee you, nothing, or else it would have got canceled.
Nobody's gonna get canceled, but it got
The thing about
canceled.
it, like something was behind the scenes that made them go, "Hey, we don't want to show this to anybody."
yeah.
That means it was
Or
bad.
they just weren't doing anything. They were just chilling, getting that paycheck.
Or that, yeah.
I mean,
And at the same time, Bioware is making Dragon Age, so they split the team.
Yeah.
And that's how they kill it.
Is this same Bioware though?
Yes, this is the same
Yeah.
Bioware that made the original.
No.
I think that's why they killed.
so they just decided to
game in
pull the
general.
plug and put
Well,
most of the.
I called it last week when we talked about it, and I said that if they were to present the game, to their the executives and stuff like that, and it wasn't up to par like how we saw in that E3 trailer, that they were going to cut their losses and separate that group into the other existing games that were being developed.
Yeah, Dragon Age.
Because then we're like, why we're gonna allocate our money to something that we don't think is gonna really pull through. Let's put this team to Dragon Age and Mass Effect.
Else, yeah.
I mean, they should have just focused on one game and stop splitting the fucking.
I think once
if you notice, when they split a developer up and make them make multiple games, it just hurts the games.
But that's the thing though, because BioWare was working on Mass Effect at the same time as Dragon Age. Both those games.
Yeah.
I think. What did you guys say that part?
Go ahead.
Sometimes that thing doesn't grow. I said they split the team on Mass Effect and Dragon Age, and they both came out well in the beginning. I think what it was
back in the
EA,
day, games were not as hard as they are to make now.
they were harder.
No, I'm talking about like in terms of like. Oh, they were harder actually. Yeah, they
Yeah,
were.
they were way harder.
I mean, we already knew Anthem was gonna be gone regardless because once we knew that they split the teams, Anthem was not gonna be work on like as before. So that game was already.
Yeah, I think personally, EA kept dipping their hand into it too much. I mean, because I'm looking at it right now, right? So there's one BioWare, and that BioWare is in Canada, and yeah, for some reason, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and some reason there's a BioWare Austin. There was a BioWare Montreal. That was the one who made Mass Effect Andromeda. BioWare San Francisco. Yep. BioWare Mythic. BioWare Sacramento. You guys get the point here?
Damn.
As soon as they bought that studio, I was like, yo, we have to spend this everywhere. They wanted to abuse that reputation. Disgusting.
No.
That is disgusting.
It is what it is. Anthem. May you rest in peace.
And this is why Respawn they keep their mouth shut. They're like, yeah, you make it again, yeah, we make it again. Shut the fuck up and go back to your executive office.
Wait a minute. BioWare made a Sonic game?
They did?
When?
That's very interesting.
Well, you see, now you know where the resources are going. All right,
going to Sega.
It's going to
Sega.
I mean, at least they put it in more interesting projects than Anthem.
Oh yeah. Other side note: Chun-Li in the Fortnite is thick as fuck.
Oh. yeah. You guys had a.
I mean, she's not as thick as Street Fighter 5 though.
Well,
like, you're never gonna beat the original Chun-Li.
Yeah, but like
dude,
she has big ass thighs in Street Fighter. In Fortnite, she got a booty.
She's stacked. She's stacked from top to bottom, and then actually in Fortnite they actually lowered her chest. If you noticed, her chest is way smaller.
And even as big as it is in Fortnite, her ass is bigger in the actual.
Yeah,
it's just what it is, man.
Crazy.
like I better not see it disappear. Okay, Chun-Li is iconic. Okay, we cannot be disrespecting women like this. I want to see that in Fortnite. Okay, with full jiggle physics. All right, every time she's knocked out.
They
Okay?
had jiggle face until parents was like, nah, this shouldn't be in the game. That's a realistic thing.
You like you haven't seen.
Yeah, act like your kids are not looking at women.
I know, right?
It's crazy. Violence is okay, but some kind of skimp or whatever isn't okay. Sex is.
And so the hot coffee model was essentially, sex scenes in the game, or mini game, I should say. But it was hacked out. It was It was developed out. Like they blocked it off, but then hackers brought it back, right?
Yeah.
And so parents were protesting, and then the mom gets on TV camera, right? And she said, "I can't have this in the game. My kids play this game." I was just like, "Your kids play San Andreas, and you don't see it." Like it's ridiculous.
Talk about
Just the craziness of saying, "Hey, I can't have this sexy there because my kids are playing a violent game." That's rated plus.
I'd rather have my kid kill people in a video game than to see my kid see people have sex in a video game.
Yeah, exactly. In the same video. This is the same video game.
No, talking about that thing about that. The state of Chicago, just mention it again, they don't want violent games in their state. They don't want their people.
That's a good one. Nothing's gonna happen.
No, and the most concern about it is the GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto 5, because only in January,
8 years, bro.
Yeah, but only in January they're saying that they have 280 reports about criminal acts and carjacking. And because
they've been doing that before Grand Theft Auto was a thing.
Yeah, but they're putting the blame on games. Video games.
They always
violence before video games.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So they're still doing that.
You know what's crazy? Oh no, a violent video game, GTA, is causing people to do murders and Grand Theft Autos, right? But a violent movie based on stealing and killing people doesn't have nothing to do with it.
No, well, they have blamed the movies as well. Look, they're blaming everything else but the problem, right?
No, but they usually don't blame it. They usually don't blame the
They're
movie.
just like what is it when you like not reflect?
Scapegoat.
Yeah, and when you scapegoat to something else, obviously that's what they're doing because they don't want to face the problem in Chicago, like a bunch of corruption within the police and also the political system, and obviously there's a lot of drugs involved that are making a lot of violence and a lot of like.
The first video game was released in the 60s. Okay, it was released in the 60s. That was the first, very, very, very first video game. All right, Al Capone, which is one of the most violent gangsters of all time, was in the 19.
Can I say something real quick?
Okay, he was in Chicago.
This bill makes no fucking sense. You want to know why?
What?
It's not illegal to sell. It's illegal to buy.
Buy what?
The game. It will be like the bill gets passed, right? You get fined $1,000 for anyone who buys, rent, or sell. Okay, sells. Okay, there you go. A game falls on. But what they gonna do if they? Okay, cool. I just want to buy physical. I'll buy digital.
Yeah, they can do nothing about that. Now everything is digital.
Do they not know it's 2021? Everyone, most of the time, people are buying digital.
Like that law they tried to pass that said to make it illegal to if you got caught masturbating. I'm like, how you gonna check?
Yeah,
how you gonna check?
You gonna invade their privacy? Guess what? That's a lawsuit.
Yeah. That's a lawsuit.
Bust into my house.
Turn your camera on real quick so I can see if you're busting.
You just imagine like you just hear the police officer like you bust the house, you just like. There's a crime in progress. There's a crime in progress.
He is beating something.
like don't finish. Okay.
Illegal.
Heads up. No. Right now where I can see it. Like put the lotion down. Okay, put it down.
I thought you gotta say put the baby oil down, dog. Get it out, dog.
You see him in court. You just see him in court with the lotion, like this is a deadly weapon. Like, I was in fear for my life.
Oh shit! Can you imagine that shit, bro? Like that'd be nuts. Like you see your SWAT just breaking. Like,
But
put your hands
you
down.
have so many cases of people getting shot because people wouldn't want to raise their hands. It's like,
Like Wilson described, he was doing it too hard. Like you could see it was chafed, like it was ashy.
and when they raise their hands, it's oh shit, he has a weapon, and then they shoot him.
I know, right? It's like he has something in his past, man.
Yeah,
like,
he has something. He was guarding something. I thought he was a weapon.
Crazy. It's been proven that video games do not lead to violent acts. So.
Nice.
In fact, if it showed that they do the opposite, they tend to temper people.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know why. I do know why.
The Chicago government is on some like.
I mean,
not good shit. Not good shit.
I mean, we have a First Amendment that literally protects this stuff.
Yeah.
And yet they keep trying to do it.
Yeah.
It's like almost like they shouldn't be a government because they don't know the first thing about the office that they hold.
Clearly.
So,
Well, they've been doing this for like the past 10 years about video games. So
it pops up like every 5 years.
Yeah, that was so often. The last time it popped up was I think Gears of War.
no, it was Fortnite. It was Fortnite.
No. Fortnite wasn't.
Fortnite was the last time it popped up.
Yeah, that's right. They tried to blame
Yeah,
Fortnite.
Fortnite was Gears when they used to do the meat shield thing. They're like, oh, that's too violent executions, and what the fuck.
Yeah, when it
It's like they try.
It's crazy.
It's that like they try at least once a year to see if it sticks.
Once a generation.
Well, Hillary Clinton was for it too. Try to ban violent video games.
it happened every Grand Theft Auto game, basically.
No, but GTA's been out for 8 years, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Once a generation. PlayStation 4 had to be PlayStation 5.
they had 8 years to ban this game. Australia banned GTA 5, but that's Australia.
They undid it though, I think.
They're not gonna do it. That's the best.
Yeah, they just call someone up. Just like, hey, I heard there's a new console out. What's the Grand Theft Auto game this time? Oh, still 5? Okay, cool. GTA 5, too violent. Need to get away.
That's crazy, man. I don't know. It's never gonna get banned. Like you're not. The ones they could do is
We have a constitution.
like it's never gonna get banned. It can't really do that.
Like no fictional media can be banned in this period. It doesn't matter what the subject matter is.
Even adult stuff ain't banned. It's just kids can't buy it.
You can't ban it. Legal to ban. You can regulate it, but it's already regulated. In most states, you can't buy a violent video game unless you're 18 or older and you have an ID.
Well, isn't that? I would say most states.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most states.
Most
So
states,
it's
not
like-
all states. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
That's all states, Dan. Are you in good hands?
God damn it, Jake.
so I don't know, but they don't want to regulate it; they just want to ban it. It's not gonna,
Yeah, they just want to like blame something else besides themselves.
they want to waste
They're
time.
like, my kid is playing violent video games. Why? Because you let him play it.
Well, talk about PlayStation. What about the PlayStation event that came out?
The PlayStation
The
Play-
state of play.
The state of no play.
Home state.
The state of no play. The state that showed no games that are relevant to
it's
any.
just-
I watched the
Hey, I put this here. I didn't put it here to talk about the state of trash.
But, man,
Talk about PC games,
so
PlayStation
many
games,
state of
other
plays have been trash since the beginning. They haven't had one good state of play.
And
Not one good one.
and it seems like they keep like bringing back these games that we know that are gonna come out
Well,
soon.
They had that one. I think their best one was the one when they revealed was the Resident Evil 8. I think that was the one, right?
Which one?
I guess that was pretty.
Resident Evil 8.
decent,
Resident
but it
Evil.
wasn't
Oh
even-
yeah.
Like they didn't even have their own games there.
To be honest,
That's good.
Right.
they just showed the games that we already know what we're gonna play for it. They show.
You know what surprised me too is that they didn't show Horizon. I was like, really?
They did show
Zero
it.
Dawn.
But who wants to show that?
They did show Horizon.
Those Wilds.
They did?
Yeah, they did show Horizon.
Zero Dawn?
You didn't see it? Yeah.
No,
not
the new
Zero
one.
Dawn.
I mean, Frozen Wild.
Yeah, they show it. I was there. I'll show it.
No,
It's not like
I don't remember that.
I was there.
I was there. I saw it.
Did you watch,
Yeah,
bro?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you're
put, they put Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Bro, no, we're talking about the new one.
Really?
We're talking about the one that just passed.
No, these are the path, the Pull Horizon.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm sure we went to
Yo,
see
did you
someone.
watch last year's State of Play, my guy?
Ruben said it's
I'm
so
so
trash that he didn't watch the new one.
Ruben,
Yo.
there was no Spider-Man, and there was definitely no.
Yo, you did ask watch last
Horizon. I
year.
saw it. I saw
Yeah,
that.
bro, he didn't watch it. He's like he look.
He did it,
It's
so
like it's like the game. It's like the Metroid games that will not be named. He just tossed it out his head. He was like, "What happened?" Right out of
Hold on, Ruben.
No, because
In-
it was
in-
showing the
in this
difference
State of
between the
Play,
PS5
they
and the
have-
PS4.
But in this State of Play, did they have Deathloop?
They were just showing the difference
That's my
between
question.
God of War with a 4K
Do you know
solution.
what,
and
you know
regular
you know a
one.
game called Deathloop?
Oh my God, he's talking about the last one. They didn't even show God of War this time.
No, never mind. I watched the old one.
You watched the last State of Play?
That's
Yo,
all.
you didn't check the date
That's
on the
it.
YouTube video?
Bro. Like I said, yo, I'm all for it, Ruben. Like, right? Because this was
Alright,
crazy.
look, this is gonna be the one fail. No, none of us is gonna forget.
But this is what
I
Ruben
have
does,
to clip
I
this.
said
I'm
not
clipping this right now. Hold on. I'm clipping this right now.
guilty.
This
Not
shit gonna
guilty.
get clipped. This gonna get clipped.
No, bro, he's not guilty. That's not guilty. I can't get there, man. Yo, if I had a choice between watching the one that just happened and the one before, I would have watched one before too.
It was pretty bad though. Like
They were saying it was pretty
they didn't
bad.
show
So.
anything
I mean,
relevant,
there
bro.
was a few games that I was interested in, but other than that, like
What games
it
on this?
wasn't.
There's no game.
Ashen, what was it? I think Solar Ash. That one looked interesting, but that was a game that we already saw. And then
any first party games?
Not from Sony directly, no.
Yeah,
Any first party games?
No, everything else
No?
was third party.
And it's
The
around.
ones, right? No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying what they showed. I'm not saying that the
No, I know, but like,
Right,
come
right,
on.
right.
If you're gonna have a state of play, at least show some of your games.
show
It didn't mean
exactly, and they
anything. Okay,
didn't
cool.
show shit.
And if you
yeah.
got people
But
that
I didn't mean
saying, like,
anything.
yo, I swear to God, people
I-
are so biased when it comes to PlayStation.
Well,
bro.
so
Right.
I didn't
And
mean
I'm-
anything.
I'm so
trash.
surprised that they didn't
Cut it
show
out.
anything for Final Fantasy 16. Because
Like-
I mean that's an exclusive to them.
No, it is, bro. They
Yeah.
probably have nothing. But like, people are some
Weird.
people are so biased to when it comes to PlayStation. Like, the of course they didn't show no first party games. It just came out. I'm like,
But do you think they're waiting for the summer?
Oh yeah, they were definitely waiting for E3.
No, they're waiting for Nintendo. They want to see what Nintendo decides to release because Nintendo's before the Pokemon one was hot booty.
Yeah.
That was not.
I want you guys to go to that video. I don't know if it's still up there, but go to that
Yeah,
video.
it is. It should be.
Read the description. It says we're going to show you what's going to happen in the first part of 2021, and yet they had games from 2022. I was like, what the fuck?
But yeah, this is the first. That's the first quarter, right? So like, I'm pretty sure they're saving like their heavy hitters for summer as well.
Of course, look when they hit the 6 month mark around May, June, that's when you're gonna see the holiday lineup, and it's probably gonna be
Right.
And that's what Sony is waiting for. They're waiting for unlike Nvidia, they're waiting for them to actually have consoles.
Oh man.
Oh man.
So fucking true,
Yo, I can't believe I watched the old one.
You guys know what happened today?
Oh, it looks good.
There was a lot of things that happened.
No, you know what happened with Nvidia today?
With Nvidia?
Oh wait,
No.
is it that was it about the 3060?
It came out.
Yeah, it did.
You wanna know what you heard about it?
I actually sent a link to you guys in the group that Newgate was doing a shuffle for that.
Yeah, they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Don't buy it though. Don't buy it.
You wanna know why? All right, tell them, Ken. Tell them why.
What?
Tell them why.
Why? What?
Oh, the 3060.
What about it?
Why not to buy it?
Why
So
not
how
buy it?
trash it is?
Oh, how trash it is? Yo, it's so trash.
It's so trash raccoons won't even eat for me.
No, but yeah, so the 3060 is about $400, and it's
around there.
1% faster than a 2060.
Not even worth it. No, even
What's the
worth
point?
it. Yeah, that's not even worth it.
And then and it's funny because they still sold out.
People are stupid, bro. They be
Yeah,
like,
people
"Oh
care
my
about
god,
that
NVIDIA
1%.
graphics
No,
card."
they ain't stupid. They're desperate. They need graphics cards.
Stupidity comes with desperate too.
Yo, you have people out here buying 980s and shit. Like
980s.
exactly.
I mean, 980 is
That's
still
how
a good.
bad it is.
It's still a good card. Like 980 is one of the best cards they've ever made, especially the Ti. And that card is amazing.
Yeah, if you're playing at 1080p, yeah.
Yeah, that card's
But the thing is that come on, like that card came out like 2013.
yeah, it's been
Right.
a long
Like
time.
it's like that's how crazy it is. People can only go back to the 980,
Yeah,
go back to the 970. It's ridiculous.
even the 1070 is pretty like
And then
decent.
AMD didn't even have cards at that time.
Right.
You could actually get it for $329.
A 980?
Yeah, the 3060.
A 980 is a kind
That's
of
trash.
Get what? A 3060?
Yeah.
Yeah, for 339.
Yeah.
329.
What company? It's
How
not
many
gonna be Nvidia.
How many months?
from now?
I think it's from them directly.
From Nvidia?
Yeah. Oh no. No, you could get from Nvidia directly. You get it for $329. From Best Buy, you could get it for $389. And
that's if it's in stock,
yeah, if there's a stock.
and that's the base model. That's the Founders Edition, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Well, since I already make a mistake in PlayStation shit, well, I didn't miss anything.
You got a PlayStation 5?
Hell no.
Oh,
Why? Why should
I thought that was a mistake you made. Oh
Yeah.
no,
No, that mistake I was, watching.
They've been restocking a lot on PS5s as of lately.
No, they restock it. They
if
said they
Horizon
were
2
restock
comes out
it.
this year, I will cop a
I,
PlayStation.
I'm saying
Are you gonna get
PS5.
out?
They've been lately as of
Hell
yesterday
no.
and a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm not getting that, but GameStop blowing the fuck out of here. GameStop's like, we got PlayStations in stock. Yeah, you're selling for $800 because you're adding bullshit I don't want on it.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. I'm come over your house and just play Horizon. I'm buy the game and just like play it and let you borrow it.
And when we leave, you're gonna be missing one PlayStation.
I mean, you're gonna have to fight Tree for it. Not me. It's not mine.
Hey, man, you ain't gonna beat the big bear over here. You gotta get some dogs.
That's just like I ain't fighting that reach.
Well, it seems like the only good thing that came out for PlayStation this week is what, Ruben?
The VR headset for PS5. That's all
Except
it is.
not really, because Psych. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
They just make it a little different about it and how it looks, and that's it. It's the same
You
thing
gonna
as
make
the
it cheaper?
PS4.
Wireless?
Definitely ain't gonna be cheaper. I
Gonna be
guess.
wireless?
Definitely
And
doesn't
they-
look wireless because I see a damn cable coming
Yeah.
out of it.
That's not the. That's not
Nah, that's not
the.
the rendition.
Yeah, that's not the new one, right?
Oh, okay.
It should be wireless because when I
That's
tried
the only
the
picture they
Oculus,
gave
that
to
shit was
that.
great.
Yeah, that's the PlayStation 4 one. They just announced that they were making.
That's
one.
they're making one.
Yeah,
God
PlayStation
damn it,
five.
Ruben.
And Sony
No,
remade
no.
it.
So you still living in the past, huh, Ruben? You gotta post a
Hey,
PS4
hey,
one.
You know what
Better
Ruben did? Ruben just went to
No,
Google
it is
better
Images
than-
and he found whatever he
Yeah,
saw.
it's better than future. No, that was in the what do you call it? In the
Yeah, no, I'm just
An article?
I'm just
An
messing
article?
with you, bro.
I know,
this is
man.
a-
You always mess with me, Todd.
This is music.
You know what the best VR headset is? Okay, it's lightweight. All right, it's easy to put on. You don't feel it at all.
No more glasses?
Okay, the Microsoft HoloLens. It's the lightest VR headset ever because it doesn't.
I thought you were gonna say the Nintendo. I thought you were gonna.
Oh,
No, I thought Ken was gonna say the Nintendo Switch cardboard because it's just made out of cardboard.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
No, that gets the world's biggest ripoff.
That's VR set. That shit is
Oh,
real
shit.
in 3D.
It's crazy.
Only Nintendo will have the balls to go out there and say, "Hey, you want some cardboard? $200."
A trading card game is cardboard, but at least it has some art to it. But they legit said, "Here's some cardboard. Pay $70 for it."
Yeah.
Brilliant diamond and shining pearl.
Shining Pearl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Arceus. Oh, it's officially it's called Arceus, not Arceus. I'm still gonna call him Arceus.
Oh yeah, they keep saying Arceus. Yeah. But
In
it's
Arceus,
weird,
they
and
Arceus.
in the movie didn't they say Arceus?
They say
Yep.
Arceus.
Yep,
Yeah.
so Arceus.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's weird. Even Pokemon doesn't know how to call it.
Hey, why don't you find the guy who named him and ask?
I know, right?
Bro, just call it Jesus, dude. Jesus, that's it.
Jesus. You know, I have a feeling it's not going to be that way because the way that I'm looking at this is kind of like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, right? Where
Oh,
it was.
No, that's a cute.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Where because there is a name change, right? And then for those as well, I had a gimmick and a name change. So for those, it was kind of the story, and then towards like the middle and end, they totally derived from what the original story was, right? So that's what I feel like. Somehow this one's gonna have a gimmick, and it's gonna derive way differently from what the original game was, even though we're seeing that it's kind of like a 1-for-1 rendition of the original game.
Yeah, because that's the thing I'm afraid of when they said 1-for-1. I'm just like,
Mhm.
or is it gonna be because okay, like I said, Diamond and Pearl had the most legendaries, right? They
Right.
had the most ways of getting the legend.
And it had the most content.
Right.
Right.
And so I don't know when they say 1-for-1, are you gonna be able to are they not gonna expand on the extra legendaries? Like is it just gonna be get the flute, play the flute, walk the step?
I feel like those.
You were
but
never able to fight Arceus.
I don't think you'll be able to do the Garantina part. Like I don't think you'll be able to do platinum story
Yeah,
arc.
exactly. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just afraid that it's literally just a 1-for-1 remake.
Right.
Wait, you weren't able to fight Arceus because you had to hack it to get Arceus.
No.
Yeah,
You
you
actually have to go do an event.
Yeah, right.
Right.
What happens? You get a flute. You gotta go to where you file on Dialga Palkia, play the flute.
And then
Right.
the stairs,
You
stairs
walk
are
up the
Yeah,
stairs,
people who missed out on the event had to hack it.
Yeah, you have to hack.
I
you have to
did.
hack. Yeah.
No, but
Uh,
the thing is,
it was the same with Shaman. Like if you
Right.
want a Shaman, you gotta
remember
get a ticket.
It's crazy. Everyone thinks
Same-
Shaman is a black and white legendary.
Nah.
No.
I mean, that's what
But
they gave him-
even
it's like
the
they gave him a story.
yeah, the same
Yeah.
thing with Victini, because remember Victini had an event and you had to add a certain item to access the
Yeah.
event, and if you didn't have the item, then you had to hack them.
Yeah.
I think some of the legendary is not gonna be there just because we have the Legend of Arceus, and I'm pretty sure in that game we're gonna have.
But that thing is going to be totally different. I don't think it has nothing to do with these.
Well, I just feel the fact that Arceus we're not gonna be in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. It's just
Yeah,
gonna
he
be
is.
in
He has to be, bro. He's part of the lore.
No, well, but the
never
thing is,
know.
no.
if we're gonna-
Ruben,
Part of the
you're
lore, bro.
Ruben, it's you're going way too big brain. No, it's not that complicated. It's, I mean, it's in the title, Pokemon Legends. You're gonna see all the legendaries from that region.
Sinnoh, yeah.
I mean, it's literally in the title,
Nah, I'm not looking at
and it's open world.
A lot of legendary people.
Yeah, dude.
At the
I mean, it's literally the title. It's like you're gonna see all the legendaries from Sinnoh.
It's
Point blank.
interesting how Legends.
No,
is gonna
but that's
play
why I
out.
feel like they're gonna put in Diamond and Pearl.
No, like it's.
all the
But then
legendaries.
they said 1-to-1, so it's gonna be like the
Right.
original. But
Right.
It's gonna be the original,
With all
just with
the
a different
I
with a
just
different
wish.
storyline at the end.
I just wish it wasn't like this goofy chibi art style, yo.
I don't like it. They should
Me,
be doing
look,
like
I
Pokemon
when I saw it, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, like the reason
That's
why
true.
I couldn't finish off on Omega because I hated that stupid chibi fucking art style, bro.
Right,
Like
but
I just
but
couldn't do it.
I understand why they did it, but
I
like
understand
me,
why
I
they
don't,
did it.
I don't,
I
I
just
don't
didn't
personally
want
don't
it.
like it. Right, I don't personally like it. Right, but I understand why they did it.
Like, can you
They
imagine
tried to.
just like you're in Sinnoh, but with Sword and Shield graphics? Like,
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. But they
every
try to
remake has
do
always had, a better.
an
version.
advancement from the
This is
you know
the only
original,
one that's
right.
like, nah.
Now let's go back. Right,
That's what
but
I said.
that's
Like, think about how much content was in it. Like,
I know,
they have to put, like, so they had to put
I know
the
we're
most
talking about
legendary.
Nintendo and Pokemon,
I think you had like one of the biggest worlds, right? You had to put
Yes, so
multiple worlds
imagine
on top of that.
Imagine all that in 3D.
Instead, they make another game called Pokemon Legends of Arceus.
Like, I understand why they did it
Well,
because
and
Arceus
so
is
what? That's
3D,
cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Usually their spin-offs are pretty fucking good. Like I
You know,
mean,
I
No, but
assume
I made the animation on Diamond and Pearl, the one in Pokemon Legends.
I know why they did that. They did it that
I
style
know.
so they can make art Legends Arceus. That's exactly what it
Right,
is.
right.
That way they spend less development time on Diamond
Yeah,
Pearl.
I understand that, but
And I think that's a smart idea, to be honest, because
Really.
even though
Let me tell you right now.
Sword and Shield sold millions of copies,
If
they didn't realize it's getting tired.
if Arceus the game is trash, then I would have just
Hey
preferred.
man, that trailer of this is really early trailer of that game.
Oh, it definitely
God
is.
damn.
Frame rates, bro.
You see the frame rates? You see Jingling go.
You think that matters?
Bro,
You really
what
think
the
this ain't
fuck?
gonna release a game with
Oh,
fucking frame
dude.
rate? Like,
It's the crazy thing is like the Switch has been out for like what 5 years now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Four.
yeah, 4.
Yep.
4 years, right?
coming up in March, yeah.
4, and
Yeah.
then Zelda had hiccups. Sword and Shield had hiccups. Wouldn't they think like what? Let's not overdevelop. Let's make sure we hit that mark. But then
Right.
No, that's because that's not their problem. That's Nintendo's
Right.
problem. It's not their own development. It's that
Can we
Nintendo's
just get like a Super Nintendo
Pokemon's are like, we have the idea. Now you distribute everything else.
And
Yeah.
Nintendo just gives the developers a
I'm
good
not-
machine.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think that what happened was they're making Diamond and Pearl remakes, and this Legends Arceus was supposed to be a part of that game.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
I could see that.
Life on its own, but then it took life of its own, and they're like,
Think about
let's spin this off to its
if
own.
you think about it, right? This kind of looks like like a Delta mission type shit, where it's like completely you finish the original game and they're like, oh, here's a new story, and then go to the past.
Yeah, but it's weird because it's not even like it's like in the past too. So it's like
You can still
can't
do
even
that.
say.
Hey,
Wait.
Bro,
The
Dialga.
The
You
thing
just
is,
Dialga takes you to the past, bro. Like,
right? And the
well, not
thing-
Dialga, Palkia.
no, it's Dialga.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Dialga's
Dialga
time.
takes you to the past, bro. That's
Yeah.
But I think what it was is that I think that's why they had a third party make these Diamond and Pro remakes, and that this Arceus is in the new engine with the Sword of Shield graphics was because they are like, oh, this is way better. Let's develop this one, and they're like, okay,
Right.
but we need the Pokemon game. Okay, toss it to these guys, make that shit right quick. Like just copy that. That's why it's a 1-to-1 copy, right?
Right.
And then
Right.
you just
1-to-ones are easier to remake, like
right.
remaster.
You just take the text, copy and paste.
I mean,
There you
that's what they did with Diablo 2, right? They had the original engine, and then you just put overlays on top of it, right? And even if you wanted to play the original, you could just take off the overlay, the 3D overlay, right?
Right.
That's how I feel like they did with
with
Pokemon, right? They just got the pixel, the original game, and then they did a 3D overlay.
I think more games that do remakes or remasters like that, like how Halo Combat Evolved, the remaster or the remake, right?
Right.
You can go between graphics, it's like Diablo. I think games should do that just so you can appreciate just how trash the games looked back in the day. Like, people don't understand how bad games looked back then, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
But
But
they
yeah,
were
yeah,
hard.
I
But
wouldn't be
there is
surprised.
people that appreciate that too. Like they appreciate pixel art. Like they really like that
No,
type of
no,
shit.
64 graphics is not pixel art. That
Yeah,
shit is
No. I'm saying the Game Boy. Like the
yeah,
pixel
no,
art.
no.
format.
Pixel,
A lot of people. To
32
this
and
day,
62-bit,
there's new games that
about
are
that
still
is that
being pixelated, right?
The thing about 32 and 62-bit is that it looks like art, and it how's it called? What's that called? It ages
It
right?
ages well,
It ages well.
right?
64 PS1 graphics do not age well.
No. I'm not talking about like the 3D model ass shit. I'm
Yeah.
talking about 16 and 32 bit.
32 and 16, they still
Right.
look good because at the end of the day, you know what that is, you know?
Well, at
It's
the end
not-
of the day, I'm just gonna compare this new one for Diamond and Pearl, or Brilliant Diamond.
I'm
and
really
Shiny
excited
Pearl.
for Arceus though, because
to
I want to
the-
see what
to the
they
old
do.
one.
It's not a
Hey,
traditional.
remember, like, so this Diamond and Pearl is, I think, the third best selling Pokemon of all time.
Right.
So it makes sense that they would give it so much attention, but at the same time, no. I would have just taken the Pokemon Legends. Thing is that if Pokemon Legends does well, is this going to be another franchise that they miss?
It might be.
To be honest,
Yeah,
I kind of would have preferred another mystery dungeon because they remade mystery.
Yeah.
Just make a new mystery.
Well, don't count it out, Ken, because remember we have a whole year of the 25th anniversary, right? And
Yeah,
so
but if they're really gonna have more, they would have shown it here.
I mean, we already
no,
have
not
Pokemon
really.
Snap,
I wouldn't count it out. Like I can see that as like
Think they're gonna
towards
have
the.
one more game around E3?
I think it's maybe I'm not confirming that, but I feel like we're gonna get an announcement holiday of the end of this year towards another game. So they're probably gonna go all out and they're gonna be like, let's do another game because they already have a Snap, they have Legends, they have the remakes. They're gonna come up with one more game towards the end of holiday and announce it, and then take it out for the next year of summer to have another game in the pipeline.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if they make another version of Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
They'd be like, they'd be like, hey, here's Pokemon Coliseum 2. When is it coming out? I feel like when is it coming out? It's coming out with Mother 3 and F-Zero 3.
You know what's crazy too is that Legends looks so much. I talked about it not too long ago when Max was on, and we talked about like what would be your perfect Pokemon game, and I was just like, mine would be like an open world, and you can catch them, and the only thing that they didn't get was like that you can actually control the Pokemon and actually fight them, but it's still turn by turn.
Sword and Shield, I thought was gonna be like a Breath of the Wild type thing, but it turned out to not be that.
Yeah,
my ideal Pokemon game would be one that doesn't lag or drop frames.
Yeah, but this one seems cool. It seems like to be a little different. I mean, we'll have to see what it's like.
Yeah, I like the idea, and I like that they're not
can you shut that
jipping
dog
you.
up?
I like that they don't want to jip you on you waiting for the next one. They're like, oh, you're getting this one late this year and the other one early next year. Like they're not having you wait so long for it.
That, yeah. But the thing
Early
is,
next year, it could be delayed.
I don't think so. Not with Nintendo and Pokemon money heading it. I don't think so.
I know it was they make the animation, the Chibi animation coming back.
When was the last time you heard a Pokemon game got delayed?
It didn't have to be delayed. They just released it incomplete.
They're releasing complete.
Right, exactly. That's my point.
Sword and Shield, so incomplete. Remember when Sword and Shield came out and I was saying it's incomplete and people were like, nah, bro, it's complete. They work so hard. Here's an expansion 1, here's expansion 2, here's the Pokemon's coming back. Not incomplete, right?
And we don't even have all the Pokemon still. So
come on, that game was really incomplete.
Well,
they just sold you.
All that matters. I think when I saw the Pokemon Diamond Pearl, I was excited because I thought I gotta see the same animation as Pokemon Sword and Shield on Pokemon Diamond Pearl.
I mean, you're gonna get cutscenes like that.
Bro,
I mean, you already see it in the fight scenes, right?
Yeah,
I saw the fight scenes,
but bro,
in the battle scenes, you see them normal, right? Because even in the original game, I mean, even Red and Blue, it's the chibi, and then once you get in battle animations, the whole figure, right? And they do the same thing. Cutscenes are gonna be like Sword and Shield. That's just obvious.
Yeah.
But I thought it was gonna be the whole thing.
But
I know why they did that, though. But I'm not gonna.
But I'm still play it because
I'm still gonna play it. Yeah, I love Diamond Pearl.
I'm still playing it.
Yeah. That's probably the one Pokemon game that I nearly perfected, bro. Besides Ruby and Sapphire, but Diamond Pearl, bro, I think I played like 600 to 800 hours in the fucking game, bro.
I thought they were gonna have Mega Evolutions.
I still have it.
Yeah, I want 100% of Diamond and Pearl.
I still have that
Diamond
game.
Pearl.
Right?
I think I have mine as well.
I have mine still.
It's okay, guys. All right, let's move on from this topic of Pokemon because I know you guys could go like 3 hours on this. But it's time to move on to a bigger thing, a bigger news from.
No, we can skip this guy.
No. Let's talk about it.
Let's
talk about it.
We can move on from this. This is not even news, man. Let's not give him attention.
A lot of people.
He don't need more attention, bro. Move on.
A lot of people are upset with the fucking the Wii, the stuff, the Nintendo shit. But we got our boy.
It's literally a Wii with a PlayStation controller.
We got our boy Soldier Boy bringing up a part 2 console or whatever he made in the first part, right? So now we're gonna be able to play Xbox 360 games and PlayStation 2 games. Big deal.
You saw what he tweeted though? This man is like some full of shit. He said building a new console from scratch, all new designs, all new games, all new deals. Let's make history, nigga.
Looks the
What
same.
new design?
Yeah, he literally
You stole the
it.
PlayStation controller.
No, he
I
literally stole.
mean, the thing is, look, it's simple, guys. We've been over. Okay? He's trying to do is catch a bag. Okay, what's gonna happen is that he's gonna sell these because for some reason people like buying things from celebrities, and once he sells, gets like 30, 40 million. Of course, Sony's probably gonna come through, shut it down.
Oh yeah.
Sue him, settle out of court for like 10 million, and he's gonna pocket the other 30. It's just how it works. That's how this works. Okay, Donald Trump did the same thing where he screwed his workers out of millions of dollars. They sued him. He settled for like like 1/10 of what he did.
Yo, if you read like the Instagram comments, people are really like, "Yo, good shit, bro. You really making history." I'm like,
No,
are these people, are his followers retarded? Like,
Yeah, they are.
Are they stupid? Oh
I mean,
my
Josh,
God.
you gotta understand. We had Donald Trump as a president. Remember that?
Bro,
This was funny, actually.
Remember,
One guy's like- one guy's like-
Josh. Remember, people still look at State of Plays from last year.
Damn, shots fired. This comment's actually funny. This guy's like, he said, breaking news: Konami said that Silent Hill reboot is Soulja Boy exclusive, and Ubisoft says that Far Cry 6 only comes to the Soulja console.
You remember what he did with the first console, right? He just got it from. He stole the.
Yeah, he just do it to sell, to settle.
Yeah.
You know what? They should be a law where, like, if you actually steal things, all that money you made, you lose that. Like, gone.
Yeah.
You do.
No, but he's settling is not losing everything.
Oh, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
settle, you stole it. You know you stole it. Yeah, like if you know it's you're stealing, come on, like.
Because then other companies will be going to jail too.
That's the loophole that we have right now.
Because like the other company he did, he had a bunch of Nintendo games in there. He was like, "Nah, these are original games, bro. Are you serious?"
Bro.
And then he's like, "Oh, Nintendo just hating because I'm making a better console than you." I'm like,
Bro, really, dog?
I'm moving on. I don't want to talk about this man.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on. No, I just wanted to shit and giggles. Anyways, I don't know what is this.
It's the new game, Outriders, that came out.
Today yesterday they released the demo and it's free.
No, the 24th. The 24th they released it.
Outriders.
Oh, okay.
What is this game about?
It actually looks pretty fun. I saw a lot of people streaming it.
Yeah.
And you know what it reminds me, Josh? The shooting reminds me of Gears.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
third
like
person?
it's third person over the shoulder, and but the only difference is that you have abilities. So there's people that can like throw fire. There's pyromancy. There's people that can throw poison. There's people that can throw. I think there's healers that can like kill themselves.
Yep.
Huh?
Gears of Watch over the gears.
Yeah. But it's more like it's more like Destiny and Gears had a baby. Yeah, and it has like different guns, and like there's like a shotgun with a barrel. there's like a shotgun with a barrel, and they have like different guns that look pretty cool. I mean, it looks fun. It doesn't look bad.
The thing is, it's a demo. It's not a beta. It's a demo, and then you only could get to 7 levels in the game.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a demo, bro.
Never mind.
What's cool, and it's also cool is that you can play it. You play the interlude of the campaign, and you so let's say you do buy the game, right? You don't have to go over again because the saves transfer to your game.
I have a question. I'm gonna go back to what I was saying.
Right.
A beta. I mean, a demo is technically not a beta, right? But can a beta be a demo?
Can a beta be a demo?
Not really.
No. It's a demonstration, right? Isn't what?
Right, it's a demonstration, right?
That's what a demo is.
The thing is, the reason why I'm saying it can't be a demo is because you're demoing the beta. You're not really demoing.
Yeah, you're demonstrating the beta. You have the demonstration.
Yeah,
right.
It's not really a demo.
Like you're demonstrating a beta demo. It's a demo. Okay. It's a demonstration.
Right.
There you go.
You can do it to really represent the final product.
The demo technically aren't really always the final product. Nah, we haven't had demos.
You're right. It's not always.
You're right, but it's kind of funny when I say.
I was just
But
want,
yeah,
I just want to throw that out.
but they're not saying it's an alpha. It's not saying it's a beta. It's a demo. Like if you want to play it, it's for free, and
Yes.
you whatever progress you made in that game, it's transferred over to
transferred
the game that you buy, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's
This is a hero
also
shooter, right?
and it's crossplay as well. So you're playing
Yeah,
people
that's the most
against
beautiful thing,
PC,
Yeah,
PS5, and Xbox.
Oh my god, against PC
So
players.
Yeah.
It's a hero shooter.
It's not a hero shooter. It's more like a class-based shooter. So it's like Destiny, right? Destiny, you have a hunter,
So
you have a
change the class?
titan. Huh?
Is the class tied to the hero, or can the hero, or you can have any class with any hero?
I'm not sure about that. I think it's a class is tied to someone, but I think it's for what I saw. Don't quote me on this because I only saw people midstream. I didn't see them in the beginning. So I think you customize your character, and I think you designate what you want to be.
Okay.
Right. So like, if you want to be a pyromancer, you go be a pyromancer. If you want to be a healer, you be a healer.
You have
right?
types. You have types.
But I think whatever you decide, I think that's what you're stuck on.
All right. Yeah, I mean it's cool. I mean it's flopped anyway. We can move on.
It does look a little bit like Gears. Not gonna lie.
Right. It looks like Gears and Destiny had a
like-
baby.
The game looks fantastic, but the studio who made it doesn't have enough clout and have enough marketing budget to make it.
Right. But I mean,
It looks like a fun game. Not gonna lie.
yeah, dude. I saw a lot of like notable streamers, and they were like surprised. They were like, you know what, this game is really fun. Like I was gonna talk shit about the game, but he's like,
Exactly.
it's really fun.
You see that feeling?
It's really fun.
Instead of enjoying it.
I was
that's
like,
how
oh,
you
it
know
looks good. It looks
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? Like you haven't even played the game. I'm ready to talk shit about this game.
Well, because again, there's people like Ken, right, that know about the studio, and they're like, this shit's how is this shit gonna turn out, right? I haven't heard a lot about this game. This game is probably gonna be shit, and then they actually play, and they're like,
It's really
shit.
fast paced.
Yeah,
I like that.
mm-hmm.
It's really fast paced.
Yeah,
His abilities
right.
look busted though. The one that he could stop time, like
Oh,
stop
yeah.
him in his place. That shit look
Mhm.
retardedly busted.
Yeah.
I gotta stop saying that.
But yeah, it looks
decent.
pretty.
Yeah,
It looks really cool. It looks really fun. Like you can actually group up with friends on this
This
demo.
looks like a game that we'll play maybe like 3 times.
Who knows? Or it could be another Apex.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah,
No.
but it's a demo.
Well, and
stream. We can try it out.
no,
We can try it out.
and
guys.
it's also not a live service game.
It's not last ever.
Oh, it's already dead.
It's not live service. So it's they will in time, come out
Oh,
with
expansions?
expansions,
Okay.
but you won't be able to buy loot boxes or any of that shit.
It's
Everything's
pseudo dead.
we'll see. We'll see,
Damn,
right?
Ken, where'd you go, bro? I don't shit.
Yeah, what happened?
Yo, when Don Cheeto come through?
Oh, that's not cool. But Black History.
Black History Month.
You can't be saying these things.
It's not. I literally couldn't see you. You like disappeared into the wind.
Like those kind of jokes, especially not in Black History.
All right, let's move on to Valheim.
We have another black man here. I can do that.
Like, all you had to do was wait like 2 more days.
There's technically 3 black niggas in it. Boy,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I used to, mom. I used to when my grandfather we used to live in his ranch in Costa Rica. Like he would be far away, and the only thing that you can see is his T-shirt and his hair. His hair was white.
And his teeth, he smile.
Yeah, we would have to tell him. We were like, "Hey, smile! I can't see you."
Damn, like them Don Cheeto bootleg movies. Damn.
Yeah.
I remember. I told him a joke in
Yo,
Spanish.
Don
I'm
Cheeto,
like-
if you watching this, I love you, bro.
I remember I told him a joke in Spanish when I was a kid, and I told him if you sprinkle salt on you, you can see deep space.
Bro, it's Black History Month, my guy.
anyways, guys.
Oh, that
not
was
much
my
work,
cheeks
you know. Oh
hurt,
my
bro.
god.
Damn.
Right. Tell us about Valheim.
Yo,
So
Ruben's favorite game.
right now I'm a hook right now. So, but Valheim just came increased to multiple
What?
cells.
Valhalla?
Valheim.
Bahama?
he
Valheim.
first he said he was a hooker, and then he said
I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Yeah. So the thing is like people have been buying this game and rapidly. So it went from 1 million copies to 3 million copies under 2 weeks.
Who cares?
What do you mean, okay? It's the next game
Yo,
that,
some games hit that in 3 days.
Ken
yeah,
is like
but
it's
it's
still
not. The
dead
game is
on
not even
arrival.
finished. Or that
If
game
it
is
don't
not even
sold,
finished.
if it didn't sell 10 million, it's dead on
On
arrival.
arrival.
The game is not finished.
This game is probably very, very, but it's
Very what?
full on it.
Well, what I feel about this game is like like Fall Guys, right? Where
Oh yeah.
it got hyped up so much, like especially like through Twitch and everything, and then all of a sudden you don't really hear as much.
I don't know.
I mean, they still roll out with updates and
The
stuff,
thing
right?
with Fall Guys is that Among Us came out, or because
Yeah,
Yeah,
Among
and
Us.
that's Among Us
right.
came out, right?
Mhm.
But I feel like that's kind of like how Valheim is. It's gonna have its high, and then something else is gonna come out, and then it's
But
gonna
doesn't
have a low, and then it's
yeah.
gonna have a niche group that still plays it.
does it have to really have like PlayStation 2 graphics like that?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a team of like I think 4 people that's making this game. It's a really small group of people.
Yeah, the game is
Fall
really
Guy make a way better looking game than
Yeah,
that.
Bright Memories?
no, for to create that game with like a little bit of people,
Bright
yeah,
Bright
that's amazing.
Memories? That game looks amazing.
Last Lost Soul Aside.
Is that the one that had that hack and slashing game?
Yeah, huh?
Oh man, that game looked good too.
That was what I did. That was what I
and
did.
it still haven't come out yet, but
Look,
damn,
Yeah,
that game
it's so
looked good.
bad.
bro.
Oh wait, this is MMO, huh?
Yeah.
Never mind. I guess- yeah.
Destiny's
But it ain't
MMO.
bad though. But it ain't bad, dude. It's not even finished yet. You get me?
Yeah, it's not.
I smell like onions.
It's not even finished yet. Then you gotta make more of it.
Yeah, it's like an alpha, no? Because they still have to like are working on like expanding the world and stuff like that. Like
Isn't that
not even all the map.
Isn't it amazing that in this era of gaming, you can release an alpha and get paid for it?
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy? That's
And
nuts.
the funny thing is, by the time the game is complete, it's most likely going to be dead.
Yes,
Oh, we
a
never
la
know.
Paragon.
A
I
la
love that
Paragon.
game too, man. Man, I miss Paragon, man.
We'll never know. Yeah.
You go look at the
Give it
assets.
a-
Remember when they announced like
Yeah.
the last days of Paragon, and we are like,
Yeah, I really like that game.
Yeah,
man.
no, you know why? It's because it's gone, bro. Like I remember when we played Paragon like twice, it died, and then as soon as it was like, oh, we're gonna shut out the servers, then we're like, oh, we love that game. I was like, we only play that.
I actually play that game more than you did, actually. So I actually have footage on YouTube of me playing that game.
That's funny.
Oh, it is. I give it a chance, dude. He will survive. Hopefully, survive.
Maybe.
That's all I meant.
Oh yeah.
You know your
There you
mic is
go.
loud as fuck, right?
Really? It's actually
But
muted.
yeah, so Avatar got announced to have an animated series from the original creators.
Spin-off.
Spin-off.
Right. I saying animated
Look,
series. I didn't say
the
it was
original creators made
concurrent.
Legend of Korra, okay?
Right. But it doesn't mean that this is gonna be bad. Just because they made Legend of Korra,
judging by the recent product.
Yeah, but then you can say the recent product was the book, and the book was amazing.
No, but you can make amazing books, bro. You can make
It,
amazing books.
it was good, not amazing. But the thing is that
I like Legend of Korra, but the masses think it was
Yeah,
trash.
I like Legend of Korra. I mean, obviously
It only
there's
had
some.
like 2 good seasons.
the thing,
Right,
the thing-
yeah.
I'll be honest, right? I think the reason people hate Legend of Korra is because she came in powerful. Now that's the
Yeah.
secret message I'm gonna tell you about. When you have characters like that and you don't do it the right way, the correct way, it'll fall on people and they'll just say it sucks.
To be
because
fair,
too much
Nickelodeon
power.
did rush Korra, so
Yeah, I mean, I think when it came to, I don't like Korra, but the reason why I think it was because, like I said, she really didn't have growth. They tried to fake it a couple times, but it really wasn't any,
the
character.
third season
Korra.
was like
There was no kind of development for her.
Yeah, I think that was the problem with Korra, was that all the ideas were very surface level. I was like hoping they would explore it, like the third season, like it would have been nice to see like how people felt about living in a world where you have people who can bend elements, you have people who couldn't. Like it would have been nice to explore the people who couldn't more, but they really didn't.
But we already got that in the original Avatar.
I mean, not really. I mean, we had.
I'm sorry, I'm confusing. There was moments, but I'm confusing the book. The book really delved into that.
Yo, your boy Andres did a whole animation in his head.
No, because
He's just
the
a bookworm.
book, because the book is a continuation of the original anime, and so like they continued it on, and they delved on Zuko's mother and stuff like that. So, but there was a story arc where there was a dynamic between the people who didn't have powers and people that did. So I was confusing, but there was certain episodes in the original anime that kind of stressed that out, but not really.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Like even in Legend of Korra wasn't. It was just like it would have been more interesting to see the response to that, because they didn't really talk about the dynamic in the show. It was just kind of here are all the benders. They're in charge of everything.
Yeah, I think they're talking about how they give the powers to them in the spirit world.
Yeah, and then even that was booty. Like I wanted an origin story for the Avatar, but the one they gave was trash. Like,
it was done too short. It was done too short, and
one or two episodes.
It was an hour episode. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it was our special. I think
it would have been nice if it was his own series.
Yeah, exactly. So I think when it came to Legend of Korra, it was just like a lot of like little ideas that were flung, and then they were like, okay, let's do this a little bit, and let's do that.
If I remember correctly, like the spirit turtles, they were. Can you refresh my memory how he became Avatar? Because he had all four elements.
He got the spirit turtle who had fire. That he was because he was living in the city, which was on top of the fucking turtle, and then he went out to the forest. He did some shit. He fucked up, so he wasn't allowed in the city anymore. But then because he was with the spirits, he learned a lot of shit. And then because a certain amount of people are allowed to borrow the fire bending from the turtle, going to the forest, but he never gave it back. And then so since he didn't give it back, they
might like get better over like seconds.
No, he got better. He went through purity. He went through purity.
My phone. He went through electronic puberty.
But and then so because of that, like I guess the turtle was like, well, if you're gonna live out there, you might as well just keep my power. And then so he started going to other continents or like turtles. And then they started giving him powers, and then he became the Avatar.
So couldn't what you're telling me is that anyone could have just became an Avatar?
Really? Yeah. But well, the only caveat is, I guess he merged with
the spirit.
I think, right, which was the light.
Okay.
Whatever it was. Yeah. And that's what made him Avatar.
Okay, because I completely forgot that shit.
Because it was trash. And so it's like I wish they would have went a little bit further in Korra, but they really didn't. And then the book I think wrapped up a lot of loose ends. But if they're getting a new movie,
so the book was really good. Like it's readable. Like I should read it.
It's readable. I mean, if you want to know what happened after the war. After like the whole,
it gave more detail.
You think they should stop wasting people's time and just make the show based on those books?
I thought they were going to.
Yeah, we're going to. Not. But if you want to know about what happened to Zuko's mom and Uncle Akko and Azula, then read the book.
There you have it, guys.
They should just done that instead of Korra.
Go ahead and read, boys.
I thought they were going to do when they said they were going to get another one, but apparently they had different ideas.
Right.
Anyways, talking about new things, I think there's gonna be a remake of Rugrats.
No, you don't think. You know.
You know they're
I
gonna make it.
think they're gonna be. Nah, we also
Yeah,
tried.
it'll
No,
be
they are.
Also,
Rugrats and Frasier, right?
Yeah, and they're gonna make it with original
yeah.
book.
Really, Frasier? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, the main character, I forgot his name, Kelsey
Uh,
Grammer, something like that. I forgot. He's reprising his role in
As Frasier, as himself, as Brendan.
Uh huh.
Oh, okay. Nice.
that's who?
I like that they got back the voice actors for the Rugrats.
Yeah, they
Cause,
got
like,
the original cast.
Not,
Say,
not
yo,
all grown up.
Tommy wouldn't sound like Tommy if it was somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Same thing with Angelica.
Even-
Chucky. They all have their own distinctive voice.
Well, there you have it. I mean, when it's
I
coming
don't
out?
agree. I don't know when it's coming out.
Rugrats came out before I existed.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No,
I-
it didn't.
All I know
1991.
1991.
Oh.
Damn.
Before two.
Are you
before
serious?
any was
Rugrats were-
existed.
come on,
Actually,
that
Andrew,
time.
how old were you?
I'm 31, so 1990 I was born.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like 2 years
So
old.
both of you guys.
2 years old.
Yeah, I'm old as fuck, but I don't look it.
I was 91.
Stop lying. You saw
And
that
then, yo,
24/7.
oh my god, yo, this show went from 91 to 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it was
all
very
grown up.
popular.
All
Grown
grown
up,
up.
yeah.
Oh my god.
It was cool. It was cool seeing the special.
Yes,
But
that
not
was
the show.
cool.
The show was-
The
the
special
show
was
was
cool,
bad.
but the show was like, come on, like you're already doing too much already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they
Damn,
saw
bro.
the special and they were like, "Oh, people must like this." Like, no, we like that one time.
13
One time.
13 years.
Remember Rugrats in Paris?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was fun.
I
Who let
haven't
that
seen
dog
it.
out? Ooh.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah.
I was a kid. I was like, this is hot. This is some dope stuff right here.
Yeah.
Maybe I fall asleep when I was watching the movie. I don't remember much.
Bro, you
fall
asleep.
All I know is I saw all the Wildberry stuff.
Oh,
On a-
Strawberry was fire too. Oh,
Yeah, and all that stuff with like obviously rocket powers and stuff. Yeah,
Our Real Monsters. Oh my god. Let's not go back to Neverland. Yo, Ren and Stimpy movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We
Ren and
know.
Stimpy?
We know we all miss the old shows.
Ren and Stimpy.
Run
No?
and Stimpy.
Okay.
No.
That show will never come back.
Yeah, I never liked it. I don't know why.
Show will never come back. Yeah.
That's
It's so
also
inappropriate. Yeah. You
Yeah,
always,
I mean,
you can always catch
appropriate.
that show like
Yeah,
around 10
excuses.
p.m. Never could
That's
see it
true.
like around fucking
Yo,
9
they've
a.m.
been implying killing people, smacking people, like, beats the cat.
Raping, yeah, a bunch of.
You know what show I would like to come back? Angry Beavers.
Oh yeah, I want
Beaver
to
needs
go back.
Yeah.
Angry
It
Beavers.
didn't even
Nah,
count
the,
as the last
the way
episode.
that show went out, it ain't coming.
How did it go out?
You didn't see the last episode?
No.
Yeah, it was just them taking shots at the people who canceled them.
Oh damn.
That's it. That was the whole episode. I was like,
Dang, I need to watch that episode.
Yeah. Did they?
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh.
They took a shots of the people who were running the.
Nah. That's
They-
fact.
They
They-
probably did like in passing. But,
Yeah, but not
but like,
directly.
Angry Beavers was like they were like straight up taking shots.
Yeah, getting shot.
We're talking about like the voice actors like referencing each other by name. Like they were
Damn.
they were just, that was the whole episode was just oh they're gonna put so many people out of work, blah blah. It was
I need to
Damn.
watch. I haven't really
it was
seen
so
it.
it was so crazy that I dared like
Look,
one time. That was it.
I own the
Of course.
I actually own the whole DVD set. I haven't seen the last.
It's
one.
probably in there. I think they call it on DVD as like the lost episode or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the last episode. Yeah, it's the last
Yeah,
episode.
it's
And you
1
have
hour.
DVD, so yo, let me hold that.
Let me hold that.
It's actually
Watch that
DVD
again.
if you have a with DVD shit
Well, is it on Angry? Let me see if it's on Hulu.
because they don't. I try to like look for like a Blu-ray shit.
Mm,
No.
If it's Beavers, then it would be owned by Paramount Plus, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Nickelodeon. It'd be on Paramount. Yeah.
You can watch it
Right
on
now it's on
YouTube.
Right now it's on CBS now. Ew, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that garbage.
all right. Let's move on to this final topic.
Oh, all right. So,
Well,
man.
it's- So,
Your boy getting rebooted, man. Your boy's
Good
getting
boy,
rebooted.
Superman.
Smallville with J.J. Abrams. Did you guys see the little clip
Nah.
with
I
like
didn't know
it's supposed to be like Superman getting married with obviously Lois, and
that.
then
All I
they
care
all have
about is Henry Cavill coming back.
It's all about the children struggling about their identity.
Apparently, Henry Cavill was supposed to be in something in Mass Effect.
Right.
Really?
Mass
He
Effect.
was teasing it on his social media, and I don't.
It's crazy. Like the guy, he's crazy. The guy wants you to make. He's like, yo, make Superman movies. I got you, but they don't want to do it.
That's crazy.
Superman's boring.
But I mean, like I said in our DMs, like I don't think he's out of being Superman. I just think that
You think it's gonna be a soft reboot?
I think it's just gonna be a reboot. But I mean, we're delving because of Flash. We're delving now into multiverse. So who's to say that it's not a new Superman or a new?
I can't accept that.
I know.
I would say that because it was just like I think the Superman that they originally had was before the DC extended universe. I think
Right.
so. I think like they have to like adjust some things.
Right.
They don't really have to.
They don't have to, but I think they want to.
Eyes. Their point.
It was like set up stuff. They probably
Look, no, but the
Yeah,
thing
the
is,
way
like,
it
man, like,
it's like this face they fucked it up. It's gone. They're done. They're done.
it's crazy because I will argue that Justice League is way more popular than the Avengers is. You know how much money you can make that?
Nowadays,
No, now I'm talking about like over the years, Justice League was more
oh
popular
yeah,
than Avengers.
Justice League was always
People knew Justice League more than they did the Avengers.
Yeah,
Well,
especially
yeah,
from the
yeah.
show.
Oh, I get what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, it was Justice League. It
That's
wasn't
the
fucking
thing,
Avengers.
that's the thing, right? It's because the people who made the animated series were good at their job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The people who are making the DCU suck. So
And
that's
now, like
popular.
now, because of the MCU, the Avengers is like
exactly.
the biggest shit ever.
Yeah, it's like
Justice League could have been just as big as that. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's just like I always said. No one gave two shits about the Guardians of the Galaxy to that movie.
Yeah. Same thing with Ant-Man. Who
Yeah,
the fuck was looking for Ant-Man?
I know I was.
No, I wasn't looking. Even now, I don't care about Ant-Man. I don't care about the Wasp. I don't care about them. I want to know about Cap, Iron Man, War Machine, all those little good ones. Not Ant-Man.
No, Ant-Man.
But
Yeah, I even like Black
Marvel,
Widow.
speaking of Ant-Man, they're doing DC's coming out with Blue Beetle.
Oh, the Blue Beetle.
Yeah. So we're getting our first Latino superhero, and directed by a Latino guy.
Yeah, they'll both put
It-
Puerto Rican.
By
right?
Latino people.
Latino people.
So we don't get no fake
no
Latinos.
one's
there?
gonna watch it. The least
I want you guys to point out the tropes to me.
the least amount of people are gonna watch that movie is gonna be
Jokes?
Latino.
All right.
Platanos, tacos.
Well, he's Mexican. He's Mexican. You're gonna see a lot of.
Mexican. You gonna like a lot of tacos, bro? You got
Tamales.
You're gonna see
Tamales.
You know who they're
Burritos.
they're gonna bring back Shia LaBeouf. They like
Shut
they like
Yo, can I have some mapos to say that shit?
The thing is, like, when it comes to Latinos, technically anyone could play a Latina because Latino is not just white, black, brown. It's different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it's the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you need is an accent, and that's it.
Yeah.
A really good one. You
And you're
got it.
good to go.
But the thing is,
Shia LaBeouf.
he's a Mexican.
Who?
He sounded Cuban, but then in some parts he sounded Cuban, and then Puerto Rican. I was like, your accent's a little off. Like you need to like get that shit straight.
American. His depiction is like he has a formal American accent. Like he doesn't have an accent like a Mexican would. Right?
He just has that decision.
Chicano.
He's
Chicano.
Chicano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He speaks like me. He's very formal.
Yeah. He just happens to have a Latino background,
Right. Exactly.
Shit, it's good, yeah.
Like
I think
Mom.
Classic Costco.
but he's
Essentially.
Mexican, right?
Yeah. He's
Yeah, Mexican.
Mexican American.
Chicano.
Is he half black?
AKA American.
No, his parents are both Mexican, but he was born in America.
Exactly,
Yeah.
American.
Yeah, American.
America.
American Mexican. There you go.
Right. Miguel O'Hara,
American.
Spider-Man 2999 is one of his parents. His mom was Mexican and his dad was white.
Does
Rich.
the Blue Beetle speak Spanish?
Blue Beetle.
I think lately they've been emphasizing it a little bit.
Yeah, because like I hate when they make these Latino superheroes and none of them speak Spanish. Like, why?
Well, his
Like we gave you the skin tone.
That's actually
Yeah,
his
that's
character
great,
in
Drake.
like the animated series usually like he knows like he'll respond in a few words in Spanish, but like
Yeah.
it's all out fluent Spanish, right?
Same thing with Miles.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Like Miles says and he
I think
responds
it's a true representation of Latinos because
speak it fluently, right?
they all like just like the people, at least for Latinos that are born here, they just don't like to embrace their own culture that much.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't do that
Bro,
shit.
circumstance. It's so much circumstance that
I think it depends on like how you grow up.
like a lot of them, all especially Mexicans, you know, you have to understand California was Mexico at one point, so like it's not the border crossed them. So
The border was like this. We're pushing you away.
Yeah.
It's true. In Mexico was like, nah, you gotta get that border back where it was.
they like their grandparents and their ancestors, like they started learning English really early, and so like they lost a lot of that Spanish. It's not because they're not proud of their heritage or anything like that. You tell that to, you know, Mexican mob, half of them don't speak fluent Spanish.
Yeah, I mean, I would even argue that it's just like I think this is one of those cities where it was always there, but like it's become so entwined with American culture, people don't really realize it's there.
Yeah.
It's like cowboys. It's like, come on, guys.
Oh yeah.
Come on, guys. Like, we know where it comes from. Like only one person you see today will act dressed like a cowboy. He ain't white or black. So and so it's like it's one of those
No,
things.
you'll be
redneck.
surprised.
And so it's like one of those things where it's like it's been around for so long, people just kind of melded in, and then people just kind of just like, oh, this is American culture. It's like, yeah, but it came from somewhere else. Like,
Right.
you know where it came from. It's just all
Yeah,
together.
appropriation.
Technically, right?
It depends on the
American
environment, to be honest.
culture isn't just one thing. It's a whole
multiple,
melting pot
yeah.
of things.
It's a melting pot.
But that's what makes it the one thing is that it melds like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what makes it the one. So it's like it's the melding of that makes the American culture.
Yeah, then it's just the environment that surrounds you that makes you the way you are.
Yeah, and then on top of that, with the internet now, you know, good luck keeping one culture around in your country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, last topic. You guys want to talk about the Spider-Man's new title, No Way Home?
No Way Home, Home Run Home.
Home
Nah,
Alone.
it wasn't an official last week. It came out this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Right. But if you notice,
We were just talking about the fake ones.
right. So the fake ones, if you notice the colorations that they used,
Yeah, Green Goblin.
layered on top of them is actually Green Goblin's colors.
Colors, yeah.
So it's like purplish green and then silver.
Watch,
And-
you know what it's gonna be?
something
Watch,
like-
you know that bully that likes to pick on Peter? Watch him be the Green Goblin.
Well,
Nah, he ain't Green Goblin. Nah. I think this movie's gonna come out around October. Watch, I guarantee it.
Didn't they say December?
yeah, I thought it was December.
Oh, I thought it was fall.
December.
Okay. I
know
thought it
was
would come out in
only
October.
fall.
There was a lot of like Halloween stuff around the logo, so I'm like,
Yeah, I probably got
Mm.
delayed, to be honest.
Yeah.
COVID-19.
damn, December, bro. This was supposed to be a summer movie.
Mm-hmm.
No anymore.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's,
No,
Fake
no.
supposed to come out.
it was supposed to come out after, but it's gonna be before now. So it's
Right.
Doctor Strange first, then Spider-Man. So I think it comes out like in November, October,
yeah.
September to November, one of the two.
And talking about that, Tom Holland came out and said that Disney and Sony struck up a new deal for Spider-Man.
He needs to shut the fuck up, bro.
So,
Much, man. He's gonna lose his job.
moving forward, you're gonna see him in more of the MCU, and you're gonna see more Spider-Man movies coming out.
I think Sony finally realized that. Look,
It needed-
Spider-Man is huge. Tom
Yep.
Holland's huge, and just shut up and do it. Just do the deal. So
Right. I just don't like they see the the
Potential.
not the potential, but they're seeing the success that Marvel and Kevin Feige is doing with their properties,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they only serve to gain money from it. Like for them, it's like for me as like if I was Sony, right? Even though I have the rights to those characters, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't have to put in any of my money in to develop this movie and to create a and do all of this. I could just have them all do it and then us make all the gains from it.
Well, Sony actually produces the movies.
I mean, not that, but like, you take a look at like this. I mean,
right? And then money or like even money hit it, and then get all the gains in return, and not have to put all this
The
effort.
only money they gotta spend is on the games.
Right. So
it's like, who's gonna stop Disney at the box office? Like, you know what I mean?
Nobody.
Like,
I think they realize that too, because like
right.
Disney is a juggernaut, bro. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, because as much money Venom make, it didn't make.
They didn't make Disney money.
Yeah, they make MCU money. And
Like they know damn well Spider-Man would not have made that much money. Sony just promoting it. You know what I'm saying?
Once Feige came out with the MCU and hit Avengers, it showed everyone that it could be done. It pretty much was like, this is money. This franchise, it leads it to the end of Endgame. I don't know going forward because they haven't really released any movies like that yet. Yeah. It's just printing money.
Yeah.
Like
they hold, even on the smaller screen, even on the smaller screen, WandaVision is doing amazing.
Right.
Yep.
It's just like you really can't stop that steamroll. I mean, it's like even if you could, I mean, it's still Disney at the box office. It's ridiculous. I mean, they have Star Wars.
And now Kevin Feige, he has like, I think it's been for the past like for a few years though. He has what is it? Authority over everything Marvel, comics, games.
Oh, not comics.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
It's everything that has to do with media. Now with comics. Comics, what's his name? Oh man. He's still
I was reading this the other day, that's why I was bringing it up.
Yeah, no, not the comics group. Comics group, I think Joe Quesada is still the head of Marvel Comics, but who heads anything that has to do with Marvel media, Kevin Feige is the one that has the final say on it.
In that article lying because they say he owns.
Joe
had
everything. Joe is still the chair of Marvel Comics, and he's the one that has the last say.
Fun fact. Did you guys know that the same studio that made the Marvel Netflix TV shows made Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same writers. This is not Netflix, right? It's all Marvel. And that same studio, guess what else they made? You want to take a wild guess? What flop?
With Iron Fist.
Yeah, they made that too. What else? We watched it. We tried.
That's
tried to watch it.
And Inhumans.
They
made Inhumans too. That was some trash.
Yeah.
And I think they made Runaways.
Did you Runaways?
Runaways was good in the beginning, and then
Runaways was okay in the beginning.
At best, Runaways.
Yeah. But you know what happened to Runaways? The plot ran away. Like after a certain point, like, why am I still watching this show? Like,
what are you guys doing? Like, why? Like, you won.
Like, it's crazy. After like a certain season, I'm watching. I'm like, yo, why am I still watching this? This thing is garbage, bro.
After second season, I stopped watching altogether.
Same thing with Inhumans. Yo, when I watched Inhumans, I only watched it to see if it will get good.
I didn't watch it.
Man, that show was terrible, man.
Good, terrible.
You saved yourself some time because that show was terrible.
Because I actually like those characters. Like I like Black Bolt and Lockjaw, and so when I was like, and I seen like all the horrible reviews, I was like, I can't do that.
Not anymore.
It was so bad, man. I'm glad that show did not. The movie version of that show got canceled. So glad.
I'm surprised Kevin Feige like greenlit everything on that end.
Well, you can greenlit something. That doesn't mean that your writer's gonna do a good job.
Right. Saying like he could have seen the cut of it, right? Could have seen the cut of the movie show, and him go, all right, that's cool.
I'm surprised after the pilot it got
Remember-
approved. Like
he has he has the green light, and for him to be like,
he
"All right,
probably
cool."
was like, you know what? Not every Marvel movie is good. Maybe this will be have some shine later on.
I guess.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because like he
So-
probably thought, because Agents of Shield it started off really slow, but then it started becoming really,
Started being
really,
really
good
good,
over
yeah.
as the episodes came about.
Right.
He probably thought maybe they'll have a chance too. Nah.
I mean, the thing is with Inhumans, it has a special mix of there's too many people to introduce to the movie.
Too many people.
But it's too high of a special effects budget to
But-
have a TV show.
But
Mhm.
now that you say that, you think they're gonna learn from their mistakes while they did Eternals? Because Eternals is basically almost the same thing. They have a huge cast of people with powers, kind of in the same dynamic of Inhumans. Do you think that they learned from the mistake from Inhumans and they're
I'm
gonna?
pretty sure they did. If you look at the movies that they've made,
don't
they've
know.
learned from past. Like,
I think-
Especially because like now that all the actors that are playing the characters from the Eternals are big, known actors like Salma Hayek and I forgot the Indian guy, I forgot his name. Oh man, he's from Silicon Valley. I just can't
Lara Croft.
remember. Yeah, I just can't remember his name right now. But there's like a few notable. Oh, the guy from
Ain't important if you don't remember.
no, Thrones, the guy who like tortured everyone in the beginning. He's one of the characters. Yeah, like they have really good actors. So I don't know if it'll fall through, but we'll see.
Definitely.
All right, then.
Gonna give it a shot. Like the rest of it.
I think we have run out of time for this podcast episode. Any last comments, guys, on anything?
Well, I gotta say, have you guys noticed that ever since we've been doing 2 hours, time just fucking flies?
Yeah.
Because we're
It
talking
just
about
fucking
it.
flies, bro. I'm like, god damn, it's already 2 hours, yo.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Josh, you trying to introduce 3 hours starting at 6?
Like 3 hours. I think it was 3 hours because we played the games.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
used to do 3 hours
Yeah.
because we have more activities and
Because
stuff.
remember,
like that.
in the beginning, we would do tier lists, do little activities, and then towards the end, we would do activities. That will eat up half an hour, 40 minutes.
And
of the
also,
podcast anyway.
I think it was Max and Andres that will also touch on the subjects of comic books and toys.
Yeah.
So that will expand the whole
Max-
podcast a little bit more.
Really talk about toys, so that took out a whole segment as well.
That was
Yeah.
almost like 40 minutes of
Yeah.
time.
45 minutes around there.
But I think that 2 hours is it's good enough.
It's nice. It
Yeah.
speeds through.
Yeah.
We get through the topics pretty well. Means
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
video games, a lot of news
Yeah.
and stuff.
I like discipline.
Little,
This is
little,
discipline.
guys, let us know down below what do you think about that. 2 hours. Should we expand it? Should we leave it as it is?
We can do 3 hours on like the specials and shit like that.
Yeah, like Christmas, Halloween, stuff like that.
Specials like E3 time. When there's a
Yeah.
lot of shit to cover. Like that's
Yeah,
that's
we'll
fine.
go
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
We'll
we have run out of time for today. Check us out on social media at Gameplayx4 and check them out. They're gonna be live on the respective accounts on Twitch as well. You can check them out
Twitch,
on Instagram.
Josh Gambino.
All right, guys. See you guys next
Oh,
week.
and follow Political Peasants.
Yeah, check out the
Right
political, new political business.
What was the last
Look at it.
No. We,
Yeah.
we did it this week. Yeah, we did it this week. We're gonna do another one.
Follow Political
I
Peasants.
think we
guys.
didn't
Follow
know
that.
our schedule with Kenan. We didn't know when we were free. Now I know it's on Mondays. All right, guys, check us out on social media. You guys, there are gonna be links down below. And see you guys next week at the same time at 7 p.m.
Peace.
Deuces.
Peace. Take care.
Don't finish.